That's the game I keep playing. Is it Mario? Is it Kid Icarus?
Yeah. So let's talk about growth overall, right? Obviously, esports is growing. I've watched videos of you talking about the investment, specifically why you invested within Rocker and the Call of Duty Pro League versus other leagues, right? In terms of just, you're someone who doesn't get into something unless you're really into it, you're really researching, etc. From an investment standpoint, the financial evaluation of esports in terms of return on investment isn't quite there yet, right?
Right.
When do you feel like it will get to a certain point in terms of its trajectory to the point where like you may see value, well, not necessarily see value, but you may be able to get enough profit and return where you can then go buy the jets? Do you see that it'll get to the point where the financial valuation from esports leagues or teams will actually exceed those of like the NBA and the NFL and et cetera?
I think there's a potential that may happen. Now, I think there's fragmentation in esports that we don't see in the NBA. Like, basketball is humongous, but there's one NBA. American football is humongous, but there's one NFL. Baseball is humongous, but there's one MLB. Esports as a whole, like those video game playing competitively, is actually gonna be bigger than all three of those things, maybe combined. But there may be 39 titles and leagues that play out, which then may create the fact that they can never get to the value of those leagues. It's all gonna be on supply and demand. The reason the NBA and the NFL and the MLB are where they're at is because of the TV rights trickling down. The streaming rights have to get to such a number that could happen. And so I can tell you this, I would be on the ground shocked, and I can't wait to play these videos in 20 years and say that I was wrong if these franchises are not valued far greater than they are right now. This is a game of, do you understand which game is gonna be Zelda and Super Mario versus which game is gonna be Kid Icarus, right? Or even Mega Man. AKA for video game people, I had to decide that I thought that Call of Duty would be a game that people would play 21 years from now versus what happened to Doom. Got it? That's the bet. 9, 11, 12, 13 years ago, Doom was Fortnite. Doom was Call of Duty. Doom was League of Legends, Overwatch. Doom's not winning right now. If Call of Duty isn't one of the biggest games in 16 years, this investment will lose. If it is an evergreen game, like a Zelda, you know, like, and I keep using that because Nintendo helps. Like, there's been titles that always transfer. When I was a kid, Kid Icarus was as big as Mario for that 6 months. That's the game I keep playing. Is it Mario? Is it Kid Icarus?
Yeah.
The decision I went into Call of Duty is I've decided it's Mario. I win big if I'm right. I lose big if it's Kid Icarus.